Solukhumbu region in the northeastern part of Nepal is a world-famous destination. It is the home of the famous Sherpas and the highest peak in the world, Mount Everest. Thousands of tourists come to Solukhumbu every year for a life-changing experience. Sagarmatha National Park, recognized as a World Heritage Site, is one of the main attractions of this destination. Treks to the Everest Base Camp and Gokyu Lake in the Khumbu region are extremely popular with trekkers. However, this is not all. Solukhumbu has many more exciting attractions in the southern region that are yet to be explored by the tourists, such as the treks of the Pikey and Dudhkunda cultural trails. If the Khumbu region is famous for the world's highest mountains, the southern part of the Solukhumbu is very rich in its cultural diversity, virgin landscape and mountain vistas, along with floral diversity. The journey takes you through a unique life-unfolding cultural experience found nowhere else in the world. The Pikey Peak and Dudhkunda cultural trails are two still unexplored pristine destinations. A full circle of Pikey Peak and Dudhkunda cultural trek could take 3 exciting weeks. The route starts from a height of 2,400 meters and goes up to the base of the Great Himalayas. The varying altitudes will provide amazing views of forests, diversity in flora and fauna. A sample of the ethnic mosaic of Nepal can also be experienced as the trek passes through Brahmin, Kshetri, Tamang, Rai, Magar and Sherpa villages. So come and join us in our journey to a part of the world where very few people have set foot until now. A cultural journey for young to old, for hard to soft trekkers. A journey for all. The fastest and the simplest way to get to the destination is by air. The flight from Kathmandu to Paplu Airport can take half an hour on a STOL aircraft. A 20-minute walk will take the visitors to Solleri, the district headquarters of Solukhumbu. Solleri is the first and final stop for venturing into the hinterland of Solu region. From Solleri, the trek will pass through Tamang, Magar and Sherpa villages before stopping at Khunsa. From Khunsa, the trail will eventually lead to Kerung village. Kerung has a sizable Tamang population. Tamangs are Tibeto-Burman people and practice Buddhism. The week-long Pikey cultural trail from Kerung passes through rhododendron and pine forests before arriving at Jhapre in Tapting. Situated at an altitude of 2,820 meters, Jhapre is predominantly a Sherpa village. The monks of Jhapre monastery and the locals welcome the visitors by offering khadas. Sherpas offer khada, a silk scarf, as a mark of respect and friendship. The Sherpa women welcome the visitors with their famous Shabru dance repertoire. Shabru dance depicts the typical culture of the Sherpas. The entire social and religious life of Jhapre revolves around Jhapre monastery. Therefore, a visit to the monastery is worthwhile. The trail from Jhapre to Pikey Peak passes through the dense rhododendron and fir forests and alpine grasslands. And as the elevation increases, high-altitude scrub forests start to dominate the landscape. This area is famous for yak pasture. The trek up to Pikey Peak early in the morning is rewarded by the magnificent view of the sunrise over the mountains. The panoramic view of the eastern Himalayan range, especially Mount Kanchenjunga, Mount Everest, Mount Numbur, Mount Makalu, and many more popular peaks seen on the same horizon from Pikey Peak makes your journey a lifetime experience. The view of the surrounding Solu Valley, dotted with Sherpa, Tamang and Mogar settlements, adds value to your visit. Pikey Peak is considered as an abode of both the Hindu and Buddhist deities. Apart from trekking, the place is perfect for adventure sports like paragliding, mountain biking and mountain marathon. From Pikey Peak, the trail descends towards Everest Trail through rhododendron forests down the valley to Junbesi. Junbesi is one of the most beautiful Sherpa villages in Solukhumbu. This village is located at a junction to Everest Trail and Thupten Choling Monastery. Set amidst pine forests, Junbesi has many monasteries within the village. Like all the Sherpas of Junbesi welcome the visitors with khadas and their cultural performance. Junbesi has a range of comfortable Sherpa lodges with hot shower and clean bathroom facilities. The visitors could also have a taste of the famous Sherpa tea churned out of yak milk. On a clear day, the view of the towering Numbur Himal can be easily viewed from Junbesi. The other interesting destination is a 2-week-long Dudhkunda cultural trail which begins from Junbesi. From Junbesi, the trek up the river valley leads to the famous Thupten Choling Monastery. Situated at an altitude of 2,920 meters, this 35-year-old monastery is one of the biggest Buddhist monasteries in Nepal. Thupten Choling Monastery is also home to around 500 nuns and monks. These nuns have renounced their mundane existence for a life of meditation and prayers. The nuns are presided over by the famous Tushu Rinpoche. Tushu Rinpoche is one of the holiest monks of Nyingmapa sect of Buddhism. Tushu Rinpoche's fame has made Thupten Choling Monastery a popular center of religious sight. From Thupten Choling Monastery, the route follows an isolated ridge through dense rhododendron and pine forests. On the way, the remains of meditation monasteries can be seen at Phungmoche. The meditation monasteries are testament to the glorious past of this place. Phungmoche Monastery was founded by late Lama Nawang Yonten Gyaltso. The meditation cave at Phungmoche has an implicit importance among Buddhist practitioners. Lama Sangma Dorji left imprints of his right palm on a hard rock at Sengefuk cave which was believed to be erased by some absent-minded Tibetans with a chisel. Further on, the climb passes through some yak herding stations and jungles. After a short ascent, the first glimpse of Numbur Himal comes to sight. At the foot of the majestic Numbur Himal lies the sacred glacier lake of Dudhkunda at an altitude of 4,900 meters. Dudhkunda literally means milky lake. To the Sherpas, the Numbur Himal is better known as Shorungyula, or the protector of Solu. This mountain is considered to be the home of the protective deity of Solu. The magnificent site of Numbur, 6,959 meters, Karyalung, 6,511 meters, Khotang, 6,353 meters mountains can be viewed from Dudhkunda. Dudhkunda Lake is also a prime pilgrimage destination to both the Buddhist and Hindu pilgrims. For the devout Hindus, the Dudhkunda Lake is the abode of Lord Shiva. In August, the devotees from far and wide come to the sacred lake to perform cleansing rituals. The devotees believe that taking a dip into the icy cold lake will absolve them from all their sins. The most interesting belief is that the holy lake will bless childless families with children if they dip in the holy water. This is strongly believed to be true. From Dudhkunda Lake, the trek will make a steep descent towards Taksindu. Taksindu is located on a beautiful ridge at an altitude of 3,000 meters. There are nice lodges and community campsites with monasteries just at a distance of a stone's throw. And on a clear day, the mountain views from Taksindu are really breathtaking. Buddhism is a way of life in Taksindu. A visit to the great Taksindu monastery will be a great spiritual experience. Taksindu also lies on the trail to the Everest Base Camp. Therefore, there are a lot of tea houses and small hotels catering to the needs of the tourists. The trail then leads to Nunthala Bazaar. Nunthala is one of the business centers and located on the popular Everest Trail. Again, there are plenty of lodges, tea shops and restaurants in Nunthala. From Nunthala, the trek descends to the lower altitudes and arrives at Basa village. Kaling Rais are the dominant ethnic group in Basa. Kaling Rais are also the inhabitants of Kaku, Waku, Juving and Taksindu areas. For thousands of years, Kaling Rais have managed to maintain their own culture and way of life. Kaling Rai women are still seen weaving clothes in their time-honored fashion. The Kaling Rai Museum at Basa is worth visiting. Traditionally, the Kaling Rais are Kirats following animist traditions. Amongst better-known rituals among the Kaling Rais is the Bhume dance. Bhume dance is related with the land and agriculture. Men and women in their colorful attire come together and drink local beer called Chan. Kaling Rais perform Bhume dance for the fertility and good harvest. Kaling Rais believe that in order to continue human existence, it is necessary to worship their ancestors and the land god. A great degree of shamanism can be seen in Kalingrai culture. After Bhume, the trek will ascend to Changmiteng. Changmiteng is a beautiful Sherpa village where varieties of Sherpa cultural performances can be observed. Ratnangi Hill above Chang is another interesting sight on the trail. This 3,500-meter high hill offers a panoramic vista of the eastern Himalayas. From here, one can see the last glimpse of the trail of Mount Everest, Kumbila, Thamserku, Lhotse, Nuptse and Amadablam. The trek will eventually come to an end at Salleri, the district headquarters of Solukhumbu. From Salleri, the visitors can easily continue their trek towards the Everest base camp to the north for more excitement and experience of the Everest and the national park. Although the easiest way to get to this destination is by taking a flight to Paplu, there are other possible routes, for example from Jiri, Rumjatar, Lamidara and Lukla, thus experiencing a memorable journey to the land of Mount Everest, the land of the legendary Sherpas, and the land of a lifetime experience.